So Coventina is the goddess of wells and wells and springs. Basically, there's an ancient well from around Roman times, in like sort of early Britain, and basically this is where like the first wishing well came from. The idea of the first wishing well came from a ritual of throwing coins into a well back about 1,000 years ago. Obviously, so we're not using any game engine. We just kind of been writing our own. We've kind of been working on doing OpenGL and C++ and things, and using SDL from scratch, just sort of slowly developing our own game engine. So we're ending this thing on kind of a primitive note, as you can see.
So this is all from the ground up in 48 hours, though.
Oh well, so we had been kind of working on this sort of a basic game engine framework leading up to this, but we didn't get nearly as far as we wanted. So by the time we got here, we just had some really basic collision detection. I'd gotten these blocks working. There were no coins. There was no goddess. So I should kind of explain. So we also kind of had predetermined we wanted to involve a cuttlefish in the story somehow. So you just lost the game. Okay, start it over. So okay, so Coventina is the goddess, and as a worshiper of the goddess, you have this ritual after you perform your worship in the temple. You come out and you give your coins and rings. You throw your coins and rings into the well to make the goddess and yourself happy. But there's a certain way you got to do it. There's a certain ritual. You only do 2 coins and 1 ring, and you'll get a point for that. And if you can do it 6 times in a minute and a half, because we were told 2 minutes or less. If you can do that 6 times in 90 seconds, then you win. Otherwise, you lose. There's all these obstacles in your way. It's kind of like a primitive temple. And the thing up there is basically, that's essentially Coventina in her sort of abstract swimming cuttlefish form. we were, and the whole idea, so coins are obviously symbolic and part of this ritual of the well, and the rings, well, rings are kind of ritualistic, and cuttlefish have brains that are shaped like rings, so that's kind of with it. And thank you. Right, and cuttlefish actually, we kind of knew from the beginning we were going to do something kind of weird. But, also, cuttlefish have kind of an interesting mating ritual, and we were going to try to incorporate that, but didn't quite have time. So, so this is basically it. So you collect coins. That's the well. So the well is the blue area here, and you just have to collect coins. And you'll get a point each time you touch the water with 2 coins and 1 ring. If you have more than that, you will lose all the ones that you have. So you can end up spending too much. So you might run out of resources and die. But it won't come up full screen. And obviously, yeah. So doing this on. It didn't occur to us until about a half an hour ago that we should try to make it work on full screen. But anyway, that's about it.